Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Commit live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, picks from the NFL, 14-game card from the NFL. NBA gives us an 8-game card today here from NBA, college hoops, NHL as well. So we'll have picks for you there. And of course, we'd always ask you guys, give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. So let's go ahead and meet the cappers and get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Alninos, what's happening?
Doing good. How are you doing, Tony?
Doing all right. What was your Saturday?
Coming off of pretty slow Saturday for me. Just went 1-1. Lost a little bit of juice, and looking forward to this card though. I was just telling Tony before we started this, liking this NFL card quite a bit. The NHL card pretty tricky. NBA we'll take a look at as well, but definitely trying to control myself here and not jam too many plays in on this NFL Sunday because I'm gonna have quite a bit of action myself here.
Yeah, and NFL for me as well. And of course, yesterday 1-2 for me. Missed the end. We didn't get enough points in that Spurs Thunder game, and of course didn't get enough points from the Boise State side in that Washington game, but did get the. My college basketball game came in with Arizona State yesterday, but we'll look to bounce it back here today. Of course, weather will be the big story today in the NFL as we got some Arctic freeze across the nation. 11 degrees in Chicago, 12 degrees in Cincinnati, some wind in both cities there, but we'll get to that as we get to the games. We could actually see some snow. I got a report. I saw actually some snow falling in New England there, but 31 degrees isn't bad light wind, so that's not so bad. But when you get those 16 degrees in Kansas City. There are 16-mile-an-hour winds in the Giant game. Let's see what else we have. In Denver, clear skies, 63 degrees, pretty good there. And Seattle, while the rains come down from 50% down to 30%, 9-mile-per-hour winds, mild temperatures there at 54 degrees there. So just a heads up here tomorrow in Pittsburgh, we're looking at 19 degrees, 9-mile-per-hour wind as Miami heads into the cold of Pittsburgh there. So that'll be tomorrow. But those are some of the weather spots for you guys. There's Philadelphia, by the way, want to let you know they're 20 degrees, but about 16-mile-per-hour wind there in Philadelphia as they host Las Vegas Raiders. They're going in there. So just wanted to make sure we catch the weather here because that's going to be a big story here. You're going to see a lot of heaters on the sidelines today because it's that type of weather there. Weather not bad in Jacksonville, but windy, 17-mile-per-hour wind in Jacksonville as the Jets take them on. 70 degrees there is the temperature there, but some wind. And in some parts of the country, some bitter cold. So, New England's not bad. They'll take that for mid-December there. Not bad at all. All right, so let's get to do it. We'll do 5, 5, and 4 in the blocks in the NFL, 14-game card. We got Cardinals and Texans. We see the Texans here laying 10.5, total 42. Raiders at the Eagles. A lot of big lines here as we're kind of getting to the point of the year where we have the living facing the dead. We got the Eagles here, 12.5, total 37. Jets and Jaguars, 14-point favorites for the Jags, total 40. Browns at Bears, 7.5, total 38. Bills and Patriots, your highlight here of the early slot. It is the Bills now up to 2 in some spots, total 49. Start with the Alninos.
Yeah, you mentioned that weather in the Bills Patriots game should be a good one. Definitely a revenge spot here for the Bills that lost this matchup earlier, and you mentioned the snow here. Well, the Bills definitely no strangers to playing in some weather, so I think they can come out here have a pretty good game. I'm leaning towards the Bills in this one. But moving on. We got the Raiders, Eagles. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for my Raiders there. Again, I'm not a big fan of laying double digits. So if I had to take a lean on this one, I'd probably lean to taking the points. Not one of my strongest plays of the day, though. Very well could get blown out, as you mentioned. Not much to play for here, but again, I'm still not trying to lay anything near 2 touchdowns here. Next one down the list was Cardinals Texans. Should be a good one here. Texans leading the league in unders with that defense. 9-3-1 to the under on the season. I like another under here. But if you're looking for a side again, I would start leaning towards taking the Cardinals here to keep it within single digits in that one. Just a few too many points for me to lay. Yes, the Texans have been the much better team, playing much better football, but again, 10 points is still 10 points. So that's where I'd lean. My stronger play would be on the under in this game. And we got the I'll take the points with the Jets in the first half there. Again, a touchdown or so, anything over a touchdown, I'll take that with the Jets in the first half. And we had the Browns Bears in this slot as well.
Yeah, we did. We did have them. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Browns here. Again, over a touchdown, I'd lean Browns. Bears been playing some good football, but I think the Browns can keep this one somewhat respectable. Should be an interesting one to watch. Pretty low total set there. May have to lean towards this one sneaking over the total. This is a pretty windy game in this one, so I just think my stronger play on this one just to grab the points with the dog in this one. And I feel like I'm missing one, but Ravens, Bengals in this slot or
Not in
next
this
one?
slot, not in that slot.
All right.
Jets, Jaguars. All right. I'll tell you, as far as we got through week 14, I will let you know there are 9 teams eliminated from the playoffs. I can't remember it being this soon where we have this, and it's ugly. Out of this 9 teams, 10 teams have lost 10 games or more through 14 weeks. Again, I've not remembered the NFL this bad. We got the Jets, Browns, Raiders, Titans eliminated from the AFC. On the NFC side, we have the Falcons, Cardinals, Saints, Commanders, and Giants eliminated. So already 9 teams in the grave. So that's a lot for this. We're heading through 14 weeks. So there we go. All right, I'll tell you what I like in some of these games here. I'll go ahead and take the Bears here. A lot to play for Chicago. Cleveland has lost 5 of 6 with really poor offensive work and run defense. The Bears have covered 4 of 6 behind strong running and good pass defense. But, man, look at the Browns. 6-18 to the spread on the road. 1-2 to the spread on the road, facing good defensive teams that allow 5.65 yards per play or fewer. Bears 7-3 to the spread as a home favorite. Cleveland just gave up 31 points to a bad Tennessee game, just getting crushed on the ground. I can only look here at Chicago in that one. And what else we're looking at here in this slot? We'll go. Let's see. We don't have that Commander game here. We'll see. I don't want to touch the Raider game. Can't touch the Jets game. Even though the Jets are going with Brady Cook, a third-string quarterback, but I don't trust Jacksonville to cover that big number. That's just too much wood to chop in my book. I like the over here with Arizona, Houston. Arizona's been an over team. They got over in 7 of 9. Very poor defense, a very high volume of passing. Look at if you look at Brissett's passing numbers, he's averaging. What's the numbers here? He is averaging 45 passes per game over his past 5 games. They're just throwing almost every down, at least 2/3 of the time, at least. I can only look at the over there, even though Houston's a good defensive team. The ball is just going to be up in the air. Heck, they might even be able to put it up themselves. We saw Houston put up a big number here against Baltimore when their defense was reeling not too long ago. They put up 44 on the road against the bad Baltimore defense a few weeks back. Also, when you look at the health rating for the Cardinals in the Chow report, it's very low at 70 based on their guys on the IR. I'll look over in that one. And then Bills and Patriots, I'm going to butt heads with El Nino, so I like New England here. They just have the better defense. Their Patriots have won 10 straight. Strong work in the passing game and on defense. Buffalo's defense on the road, giving up 5 yards per rush. And, this Patriots defense past month allowing 16 points a game. They've covered 9 of 13. Buffalo against these good rush defensive teams, 0-3 on the road to the spread, facing teams allow 90 yards rushing or fewer. I'll look at New England in that one. All right, let's continue here on Tony S'more's show. As we continue on here, next group of 5 here in this group, we've got Ravens and Bengals. Cincinnati here, dogs. We've got the Ravens 3 to 2.5, total 51.5. Chargers and Chiefs. This is a cold one here for LA. It is the Chiefs 5.5, 6, total 41.5. There are some 42s out there. Commanders at Giants. The Giants 2.5, total 46.5. Colts and Seahawks. Phillip Rivers to start for this one. Wow, it's 2020. Comes off the couch and starts. 14-point favorites for the Seahawks. Total 42. Packers and Broncos. We got the Packers here. 1 on the road. Total 42.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 in this spot. Over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I kind of like this number's kind of moved now in the Ravens-Bengals game. Should be a fun one. I'll lean to the over in this one. Two teams trending that way. Baltimore is 8-5 to the over. Since both of them actually 8-5 to the over here coming into this one. And the Bengals getting a bit healthier there. I think. No T. Higgins, of course, but still think there's enough pieces there to keep that offense moving. And again, not facing the toughest defense in the league either. And neither are the Ravens. So I think both offenses can outdo these defenses. They're pretty big number, but I think it's up there for a reason. So I'll take the over in that one. And then moving on down. Yeah, Chargers Chiefs should be a fun one. Should be a good one. I'll take the points with the Chargers in the first quarter there. Whatever you can grab. Could very well be tied at the end of that. Should be a competitive matchup. Commanders Giants. Yeah, not really much on this one, unfortunately. Let me take a quick look at the total. Maybe a slight lean to the over, but nothing I love too much on this one. Just don't see much defense from the Giants in this one, but I think they can score enough points themselves to get us over this total. And yeah, Colts and Rivers, that should be fun to watch as well. I'll definitely keep an eye on that one. Hey, rather than lay the 14 points with the Seahawks, though, if you like them, I think if you're going to be winning by 2 touchdowns, you're going to be getting pretty close to 40 points. So I'll take the over in that one. I think, the one thing that does worry me is the Colts are very likely to start off running the ball a lot here to try to take as much pressure off Rivers as they can. But still think this one ends up. I think sooner or later they'll have to throw the ball, and I think we get an over in this one. Packers Broncos, another great matchup. I think that the Packers do come out on top of this one, though. It should be fun. And again, the Broncos having a great season, playing some great football. They have a real solid team. I just think the Packers are that much better, pretty much all the way around. And I think that's why there's the reason they're favored here on the road in this one. So I'll go with the Packers there. And was that it?
That was it for that block. There we go. All right. Yep, that was it. I'll tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to look at Baltimore laying the points. Look for the 2.5 if you can. I think temperatures are going to make it difficult to throw the football. No T. Higgins there. And I think if you look at the run game, maybe feature with these conditions. I like the Ravens better on the running the football and stopping the run. Baltimore on the road rushed for over 6 yards a carry. Cincinnati at home got up almost 6 yards per rush. This becomes a run fest. I like Baltimore in that one. Can only look at the under Chargers Chiefs. These are Chargers, kind of a defensive-minded team. Chargers have gone under in 3 of 4. There are some offensive line issues here for this Kansas City Chiefs team as well. Of course, it is a short week for LA. Of course, after playing that Monday night game, they're going to extreme cold weather here. We're looking here at KC. They've gone under in 7 of 8. They have some issues with the passing game. Guys dropping balls. Really, really frustrating year here for this Chiefs team with making mistakes. I like the under in that one. One game I like here. I do like the over here in the Washington, New York game. These defenses are just trash. I mean, that's all I can say about this. Commanders defense on the road give up 29 points a game, 71% completion rate for 8.2 yards per pass attempt. New York's defense the past month give up 31 points a game, 6.7 yards per rush, 68% completion rate. Two bad defenses like over in that one. What else we have here? Green Bay and Denver. I'm going to go with Green Bay based on their passing. Denver here is going to have to show me more in their passing game before I start backing them because they're not putting up really good passing numbers. Love in the company. They've won, 4 straight here, beat 2 playoff contenders here during that spell. Putting up 27 points or more per game here. They defended well. Again, inefficient passing despite that 9-game win streak for Denver, failing to cover 5 of 8, kind of playing down in competition. Good weather here. Packers 7-3 of the spread on the road against winning teams. I'll look at Green Bay in that one. Colts and Seahawks a little trickier for me because I really think we're going to see. I think we're going to see the quarterbacks rotate in this one between Riley Leonard and Phillip Rivers. I think it's going to be like a college game where the quarterbacks rotate because I don't know if Phillip Rivers has the conditioning to go 4 quarters. I really don't, and his arm strength. So I would not be surprised. Al Nino says probably a lot of running in that game for Indianapolis. But again, you're going up against a strong defense here for Seattle. It's also a bad travel and situational spot for the Colts because they're on back-to-back road games after playing at Jacksonville last week. So that's kind of a tough one. Two straight victories for Seahawks behind really good defensive performance. They defended the pass very well this year. But again, I would not be surprised if they rotate quarterbacks there between these two, because I really think strength and conditioning will be an issue for Phillip Rivers. I don't like to lay that many points on a game. And I really think if I knew Rivers was going the entire 4 quarters, I probably would look at the Seattle side. But I just have a feeling they're going to rotate quarterbacks here. I don't think Rivers is fit enough to play 4 full quarters. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'mores Show as we close out NFL here with these final 4 games. Panthers and Saints, big for the Panthers. They're 3-point favorites on the road, total 41. Lions and Rams, your big one here in this window. One of them at least. Lions are dogs here. It's Rams 6, total 55. Titans and 49ers. It will be San Francisco 12.5, total 44.5. And your Sunday night game tonight will be the Vikings and the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys 5.5 now, total 47.5 over to Alnitos.
Yeah, let me go back. So Panthers, Saints. Yeah, not too much on this one. I ended up on the under here in this one, mainly because of the Saints being 9-4 on the season there to the under. Yeah, Carolina is 7-6 to the over, and it's a small number, which is why I don't feel too strong about it. Let me see where it's at exactly right now, because it is around a pretty key number. At 40, it's getting really rough, but I'm still leaning towards a lower scoring defensive battle. And again, at 40, I really don't love it too much, but that's where I'm leaning still on this one. Packers, Broncos should be a great one. That was in this slot.
Yeah, Packers Packers Broncos was last slot, but
last slot. Okay, sorry, yeah, and I think I did touch on it. My bad. Lions, Rams. Yeah, that one should be a great one, as you mentioned, too. Big total there at 55. So obviously they're expecting a lot of offense here. I just think the Lions can keep this one competitive here. So I know the Rams are probably the better team here. They got home field advantage, but still think the Lions have enough to keep this one within this number. Obviously, I'd rather get a 7 here, but hey, we can't make our own numbers, can we? So I'll take the 6 or whatever you can get here with the Lions, and I think they keep it within that number. More of a field goal game to me. And Niners, Titans, another big number there. Not sure I'm ready to lay that with the Niners. So I'll move on to the Vikings Cowboys game. This one I'm expecting some offense in this one. Let me pull up some numbers. Minnesota is 7-6 to the over. Dallas is leading the league 9-4 to the over. So I don't know. I don't see why this one wouldn't go over the total here. In Dome Stadium, we don't have to worry about any weather in this one. So I think both offenses can get going here. I like the over quite a bit in this one, actually, and that wraps it up, doesn't it?
That's right for El Ninos. All right, I'll tell you what I think here about some of these games. I like the Lions here plus the 6 here against the Rams. Detroit coming off really 2 good passive performance. They have been able to contain opponents rushing of late. The Rams have, their past 2 missed covers came against playoff contenders in the Seahawks at home and the Panthers on the road. Lions here over the past month put up 28 points a game, 5.8 yards per rush, 7.4 yards per pass attempt. Detroit 14-0 to the spread on the road, following a home game. That's monster there. LA 1-6 to the spread at home, facing a team that averages 350 yards per game or greater. So against these good offensive teams at home, we see the Rams fill in the cover games, and that 6 is a lot here. So I'll take Detroit plus the 6. Panthers and Saints. I don't want the Panthers as a favorite. Give me the Saints here in this spot. Carolina, several poor passive performances, including the first meeting where they lost 17-7 at home. The pass defense has been poor in recent games here for Carolina. New Orleans has covered 3 of 4 behind pretty good pass defense. You look at the Panthers on the road, putting just 15 points a game, struggles at the quarterback positions, and the Saints at home give up just 3.7 yards per rush, 6.4 yards per pass attempt. I can only look here at New Orleans here plus there. I want to stay away from that Niners game. Nothing to do there. And what do we have here? I think I'm going to go butt heads with Ninos. I'm going to go under here with Minnesota's defense here to contain this Dallas Cowboys offense. I don't trust McCarthy here at quarterback, even though he's facing a somewhat softer Dallas defense. But for McCarthy, it's inefficiency, accuracy issues there. But I do look at Minnesota's defense trying to keep them competitive in this game. Minnesota's played the 5 straight games where they defend the run and pass very well. And Minnesota has gone under in 5 straight behind that good defense. I like under 47.5 there in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we'll turn our attention over to the NBA. 7-game card today from the NBA. So we'll do it in 2 blocks of 4. No, 8-game card, I'm sorry. 2 blocks of 4 today from the NBA. Of course, we got the Cup final. OKC is upset. Some people rumbling here that they're not liking the atmosphere in Las Vegas. I think they're just going to have the final there next year. I don't think they're going to do the semis in Vegas anymore. I guess they want it better. It's a TV show, guys. That's what this thing is. It's not. It's about making money for Prime, Amazon Prime. That's really what they want to make. What it's about. And of course, Thunder going down. Of course, I saw Jorge in the chat. I guess he knew I was going to start talking about Las Vegas Rebels losing to UNLV, losing to Tennessee State at home. My goodness, what's going on? All right, let's get to the NBA here, guys. We'll start with these 4. We got Wizards, Pacers 9.5, total 235. Hornets and Cavs, it's the Cavs 11, a total 231.5. Sixers and Hawks, the Hawks 4.5, 4, total 226. Now we got Bucks and Nets. Look at the Bucks, just a 1.5 point favorite on the road against the Nets. My God, total 216.5. My goodness. All right, Washington, Indiana, the injuries here. We got Braum, Coulibaly, Kispert, Middleton, Sarr out for Washington. For the Pacers, we got Nesmith, Shepard, Obi Toppin out. Bradley and Nembhard are questionable there. Hornets and Cavs, it will be Ball, Connaughton, Mann, Sexton, Williams out for Hornets. Saloon will be questionable. On the Cavaliers side, no Merrill, no Mobley, no Nance, no Strus. Allen will be probable. And in that Hawks and the Atlanta Hawks and Philadelphia, we've got Oubre, Watford out. Maxey doubtful for Philadelphia. Embiid questionable. Atlanta side, no Dante, no Porzingis, no Trae Young. And the late bloomer, Alexander Walker, questionable there. Milwaukee and Brooklyn, Giannis, Green, Prince out for Milwaukee. It'll be Highsmith, Surratt, and Cam Thomas out for Brooklyn. Over to El Ninos.
Yeah, it's an ugly one. You mentioned all the injuries as well here, but again, getting 10 points is still 10 points. Obviously, the Pacers should come in and win this one, but not trying to lay double digits with them anytime soon. So small lean to the Wizards there to keep it respectable. Hornets, Cavs. Again, if your book offers you that Cavs to win both halves, I definitely like that one. If not, again, still, despite I expect them to win this one comfortably, I don't want to lay double digits with them either. So I'd be a small lean to the Hornets with the points, but again, stronger play on the Cavs to win both halves there. Yeah, Sixers, Hawks, interesting little matchup here. You mentioned Maxey doubtful and Embiid questionable, so again, obviously don't expect Maxey to play, but does Embiid play or not? I know you don't think it matters much. Maybe a small lean here to the Hawks in the first half, but nothing too strong on that one.
There we go with El Ninos. Tell you what I think here about some of these games here. I like Charlotte here plus the points. They've covered 4 of 6 with improved shooting. Cavs have failed to cover 6 of 8. Really issues shooting the basketball. Look over the past 2 weeks, just shooting 45%, 30% from 3. I'll look at Charlotte there at the plus points. Give me plus the points there with Philadelphia. Atlanta, just the 4-6 home team this year. Sixers have won 4 of 5 with a good defense. So defense is the key here. Hawks have lost 4 of 5 with bad defense. You look here at the Hawks. Yeah, this is the Hawks that we know and love over that period of time, over the past 2 weeks, giving up 50% shooting. So we've seen the bad defensive Hawks team show up here. I like Philly in that spot. Can only look at Milwaukee. I don't know. That's too short of a number of them. I know they've got issues this year, but you look at the Bucks have been defending and shooting the ball well over the past 2 weeks, giving up 45% shooting, but they're hitting 50% with 41% from 3. So Milwaukee form a little better right now. I'll look at them here. They've covered 3 of 4 as well. Nets lost 6 of 9 shooting the basketball. The issue. I'll look at Milwaukee there in that spot. And let's see what else do we have. That'll be the last from that block for me. Let's continue on here on the Tony Morning Show. Final block of NBA. Kings and Timberwolves. It is Minnesota 12.5-13, total 234. Pelicans and Bulls. The Bulls 4.5, 5. We've seen Pinnacle just move to 4, so there's been some steam on the Pinnacle on the Pelicans here, because we're seeing 4 now and 5 in other books. Total sits 247. Lakers and Suns, the consolation game. These teams were eliminated in the quarters of the Cup. Here we got the Lakers, 1 on the road, total 230. Warriors and Blazers. It is the Warriors, 4.5, 5, total 236. And we will take a look here at the injury report for some of these games here in this final block. And in the Pelicans and Bulls game, we just have Murray out for New Orleans. Zion is questionable. On the Chicago side, the Sunmo doubtful, Werder questionable, White and Terry are both probable. Kings and Timberwolves. It'll be no Eubanks, no Sabonis. Schroeder doubtful. Keon Ellis is questionable. For Minnesota, no Conley. Edwards and Highland are both questionable. Lakers and Suns here. Reeves is out for LA. Kleber out here as well. On the Suns side, no Green, no Livers. Booker and Brooks are both questionable there. Warriors and Portland. We've got just Horford out for Golden State. So Golden State fairly healthy here. But boy, Portland again. No Scoot, no Holiday, no Thibault, no Wesley. Questionable are Klingland, Hansen, and Williams. There you go. We move on to Down-Ninos.
Yeah, the Bulls finally got themselves a win. Wow, congratulations. Must feel good to remember what that feels like. But it should be an interesting matchup here, but just have not been too impressed with the Bulls lately. And not that the Pelicans are very impressive with their 4-22 record, but still think they can at least keep it close early. I'll take the Pelicans in the first half of that one. Kings, Timberwolves. I like the points with the Kings here. Just I think the Wolves laying a few too many. I know the Kings haven't been great. But again, also a big question mark there to Anthony Edwards. So I wouldn't even be wanting to lay any kind of money line if he doesn't play. But of course, I'm not telling anyone to lay the Timberwolves money line. I'm trying to say is a very live dog with the Kings there if he's out. I mean, yes, they're not a great team, but I mean, crazier things have definitely happened. So yeah, I like the Kings with the points on that one. No Reeves for the Lakers, and a couple big question marks for the Suns. But Devin Booker has been practicing, and that'd be, I think, I'm surprised to see him listed as questionable. I think he sounds a lot more probable than questionable to me. So I think he plays. And I just don't see Dylan Brooks sitting this one out, missing a chance to guard LeBron, give him some crap and all that. So I think they both end up playing here. Should be a fun one. I'll take the Suns to get the job done.
Nino says he likes the Suns to get the job done in that one. Tell you what I think about some of these games. I'll take the Pelicans. I agree on the move here. Let's see if we can still find the 5s out there. Now there's some 4.5s mostly here. I'll look at New Orleans here. I know Pelicans have looked ugly here, but Pelicans have covered 6 of 7 with improved shooting. Bulls have failed to cover 9 of 10. Struggles defensively. You look over the past 2 weeks, the Pelicans shooting 51%, 39% from 3. The Bulls over this period give them 51%, 42% from 3. I can only look here at the Pelicans at that price. Let's see what else we have here in this block, this ugly block of games. I'll look at the Warriors laying as favorites here. Portland has some shooting issues over the past 2 weeks. There's 43%. Portland just a 6-9 home team. Portland 6-9 at home at this season here. Portland 3-6 at home this year with a negative rating here. But the Warriors have covered 3 of 4 behind good defense. Portland's dropped 6 of 7 with issues shooting the basketball. And we're getting good defense here from this Warriors team. I'll look at them in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we'll turn our attention to college basketball. Of course, what we do this time of the year, we just ask the cappers, just give us what you got in college hoops. Yes, Ron Hahn, I was watching that Michigan game. Maryland was close for at least 30 minutes. In the final 10 minutes of that game, Michigan just run them out. I think when they took Mata out of the game, they just made a big run there, Michigan, to make the score look like it was it was a blowout, but it was competitive for 30 minutes at least there. So college hoops, give us what you got, El Ninos.
Yeah, not too much. They obviously is very focused on this NFL card and still trying to dig into the NBA and all that. But one that did jump out to me is and could very well be a trap line here, but I'll fall for it. I'll take Buffalo here over East Carolina, coming in at 9-1 on the season. East Carolina is just 3-7. Been shooting the ball exceptionally well from deep. Over 38% from deep is Buffalo. And shooting pretty well from the free throw line as well. Taking better care of the ball, racking up more steals. Just got to make sure they box out here. East Carolina does have the better rebounding numbers, but as long as they box out, I think they should be good here. So I'll take Buffalo on that one.
There we go here from Nino's. I'll tell you what here. I think about some of these games. I look a few here for you. I like Milwaukee here against Indiana State. Indiana State near the bottom of college basketball in three-point shooting. They struggle on the glass on both ends. They also turn the ball over. Indiana State on the road hitting just 43%, giving up 47% overall. Panthers at home, a good shooting team, and holding teams to 43% shooting overall. I'll look here at Milwaukee and lay it there. North Texas, South Alabama. I like South Alabama here. Jaguars, a good team that secures the basketball, hit their threes, very good inside. They defend the three-point shot well. You look at North Texas, not a good shooting team. 337th in the nation in effective field goal shooting. They also turn the ball over. A team that struggles on defense. Mean Green away from home hitting 32%. The Jaguars have shot and defended well at home. North Texas have failed to cover 5 of their past 6. I'll look at South Alabama there. I'll look at St. Mary's on a neutral court here against Boise State. This one played in Idaho Falls. Boise State really struggling to shoot inside. They don't force many turnovers defensively. But again, you look at St. Mary's, 19th in the nation in defensive efficiency. Really strong rebounding, good 2- and 3-point defense. They're making 39% of the threes, 81% at the line. Broncos have not shot well over the past month. Gales in the overall better shooting and defensive form. I'll take St. Mary's in this one. All right, let's continue here on Towing's Morning Show. As we continue on here, we'll move on to the ice for tonight. Sunday action on the ice. It looks like we have a few games here on the ice for today. We'll just knock them out in one block here. Devils and Canucks. It's the Devils, $1.28, total 5.5. Mammoth at Penguins. It will be the Mammoth, $1.33, total 6. Flyers and Hurricanes. And in this one, we've got the Hurricanes, $2.40, total 5.5. Bruins and Wild. It will be the Wild here, $1.36, total 6. Oilers at Canadiens. Oilers, $1.25, total 6.5. We close it out with Sabres at Kraken. It will be the Sabres, $1.16, total 6. Over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, a couple interesting spots here. Again, some pretty good prices on them too. So, yeah, the Canucks haven't been great on the season, but I think they're in a pretty good spot here against the banged up Devils with the rest advantage. So, take a small lean here on the Canucks. Moving on, we got the Mammoth there. They got the rest advantage over the Penguins, who again coming in on a 4-game losing streak. So, I think this is a pretty good spot for the Mammoth. Again, laying a little bit of juice here on the road, but I think it's worth it in this spot. Another rest advantage here. We got Boston coming in, playing some real good hockey and still getting disrespected. The Wild have been good as well, but again, back-to-back spot for them. So I think the value here is on the Bruins. I mean, it's a tough matchup. These are two teams that I've liked to back lately. But I just think it's a Bruins spot for me here. Again, nothing crazy, but I would take a small shot on Boston to get the job done there. Just think that's where we should still getting some value on the Bruins, so I'll take it. And Oilers, Canadiens, both teams on a back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken here. So should be could be a tricky one. Yes, they are both on the back-to-back, but I think the Oilers again just the better team here. So I'll take them on the short price here on the road to get the job done again. And Sabres versus Seattle. Yeah, interesting matchup here, but I'll give the edge to Buffalo here to get the job done. Just playing the better hockey. They got some question marks here, some injuries they're dealing with, but again, I think that's a reasonable price we're getting on the better team here on the road. So I'll take Buffalo on that one.
Yeah, from El Ninos. Yeah, I was listening to a database guy telling me that the rest advantage has been a big winner in hockey the past several seasons. So rest advantage has been cashing if you've been playing that angle. All right.
It's huge. It's not just LeBron doesn't feel like playing the next day. You also got backup goalies going in and all that. You got to keep an eye on. So, and sometimes they'll play the backup goalie in the first leg and then save their better goalie for the back-to-back. So always stuff you got to keep an eye on. But again, yeah, the rest advantage is huge, and maybe more so in hockey than any other sport.
Looks that way. That has been big based on daily basis here. It's been a big money maker here last few seasons, and just blindly playing the rest advantage. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. We got you through our sports coverage. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. We started off here with El Ninos.
All right, so we gave out the Jets in the first half. I'll take that. We'll go to the Bengals Ravens over, and the Vikings Cowboys over.
El Ninos there for you on that one. All right, tell you what I like here. I really like South Alabama today in that one at home in college basketball. What else am I going to look at here? Anything in the NFL? I think my premiums really covered my NFL pretty well here, because there's just so many big favorites here. Trying to fish out a parlay here, but I think my actually I'll go ahead and take the Saints if we can find 3. So I'll take the South Alabama, New Orleans Saints here plus the 3. I'll lay it here with Green Bay there for you. So we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Heading to a great weekend of action here with the NFL. Of course, we've got some hoops back here. Good card from hoops, as well as college basketball, NHL. Let's see what El Ninos has for sale over at Tony's Picks. El Ninos has put together an impressive year in the NFL. 712 units of profit. This is all based on $100 unit wager size from El Ninos. So, Al, what do you have for sale today over at Tony's Picks?
So far, just my best bet of the day there in the NFL. But as I said, I'm loving this football card, and actually like a couple of NBA plays now that I'm looking at them. Could get there with some NHL as well. As I mentioned, some good spots, but pretty tricky cards. So definitely loving this NFL. I'm going to have to try not to put too many plays in there. So I think it's a good time to hop on a long-term 2-for-1 capper pass. Or again, if you just want to grab the single packages, if that's more your thing, go ahead and grab those. But again, going a long-term 2-for-1, you also get all those Steam plays emailed right to you, as well as the props we got going.
That's right, guys. Got about El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. See the great results from El Ninos based on $100 unit wager size. He's ready to roll here with NFL here with a play for you here, a best bet. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. Match up with your favorite capper here with a 2-for-1 capper promotion. You'll see on the left side. But also long-term subscriptions is the way to go. Remember, long-term subscriptions include all late Steam plays, as well as any props. We got a full automated prop menu for our cappers to get props in and graded. So you guys can check it out here at Tony's Picks, because the props are included in all long-term subscriptions, as well as late Steam plays. We find plays. Our plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we look for late plays. Anytime we put a play in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, those are emailed right to you. Use the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late Steam play, a great feature here at Tony'sPicks.com. I don't see that featured anywhere else but Tony's Picks. So get on board with El Ninos. Mentioned 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match up Al with your favorite capper here on the 2-for-1. Buy one, get the other at 50% off. So get on board El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. All right. I'll have a play for you up there right now from the NFL. A best bet for me, as well as 3 packs. So 4 premiums for me right now over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with me and match up your favorite capper with the multi-capper promotion. With you here, guys, every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. So, guys, check us out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Head on over to Tony's Picks. Hit this in the search console. Type in Tony's Picks. And, of course, you'll check out all of our great live videos. I got college hoops. I got NBA compilations. My 14-game NFL compilation. Deep dives are ready to go in the landscape format for you. Hit list here from Chris. Ready to go here with the hit list for today. NFL videos here for myself, as well as Ramon, ready to roll here with these NFL plays, ready to go here. Night moves, our show. We clipped the video, so you got all the picks there from Ramon. Our college football rolling when we get the bowl season. Be sure to check us out there. NBA ready to go here. We got Ramon here ready to go here with this NBA plays. College basketball picks as well. I've got the Ramon's in there with St. Mary's. I got 3 for you in there. Deep diving the board for you. NHL, Ramon's got you covered for the entire NHL board. So check that one out. Fight picks there. Of course, you can check those out with Alessandro and Mills videos. Of course, our shorts are exploding. So check the shorts out. We got a lot of shorts. A lot of my picks are in the shorts format now, as well as the landscape format. So whatever whether you're on a phone, the shorts will show up. If you're on a landscape, the landscape video will show up. That's kind of how it works now. So guys, you're going to find a lot of great content. We're now really improved now with this with the shorts or reels in there. Hey, I found some more time during the day to get stuff done. There you go. So I'm really putting some work in for you guys and make sure I really want to focus here on our mobile audience out there. It's 80% of our audience. So you're going to see a lot of these vertical formats now coming in here with our picks to serve the mobile audience out there. So most of my picks, pretty much all my picks now will be in mobile format as well. So giving you guys the best possible experience here at Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Speaking of mobile experience, we simulcast in landscape and mobile. So if you're on if you're on the laptop or iPad, you can watch our show there in landscape, or if you're on a mobile device, it'll have a different look. I built a template for the mobile device. So there you go. So you have two choices, mobile or there here with the landscape mode. Same thing with all of our shows. You see Night Moves, two formats, mobile and landscape. Our Daily Dangle, the hockey show with Rod, two formats in the landscape as well as the vertical. And of course, the morning shows, we got the Alessandro's Look Ahead, midnight Eastern time, back tonight with the Look Ahead show. Night Moves, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Happy hour coming back here on Monday, Monday through Friday show. Two formats there. So guys, if you're on your phones, look for the vertical format to give you the best viewing experience. So lots of great content on the channel. Of course, El Nino should contribute as well with dog videos. Of course, we see a lot more on the morning shows because we find you on these reels that are created off these shows.
Yeah, you'll see me. Yeah, definitely more on the live shows lately. But yeah, had been doing some dogs and shorts before, and should get back to them. Just focused on the live shows right now. But yeah, a ton of other great content though. Yeah, out there that's out there every day though. So make sure you go check it all out. It's a ton of good stuff over at Tony Speaks.
Yep, we got a lot of great content there on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel, guys. So check it out there with the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. A lot of great content. Like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us to get the plays there in real time. All right, back again tomorrow here live at 5 p.m. over here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for commenting. Join us here on the show. As always, making it fun for us here. We had very good there. Bills here just went from 11.5 to 2.5 there. So we've seen a move here there in FanDuel for this Bills team. Disappointed here. Y'all got knocked off with Tampa Bay last week. Pull ended with one winner. My goodness, that was a rough one there with Tampa Bay losing. That was a tough one there. Today would have been a good one to go with all these double-digit favorites too. Wow, that rough one there for that was a tough way to roll that with Cal. Sorry about that. You guys, back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. All right, any closing thoughts, El Ninos, before we close it?
Yeah, that's a really tough way to go out there on the pool. That's definitely a game they should have taken care of. But I guess that's why they play the game, right?
Yep, very stressful. I hear what you're saying. It does impact your betting throughout the week. I will tell you that. That is no question about it.
It was for a good cause, though. So thanks again for giving it a good shot there, Kill Dog.
That's right. Very good. All right. That'll do it for the show, guys. We're going to wake up out of you guys. You guys making a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.